Beyond the Gate spoilers reveal the soap's preview for the week of September 8th, 11 just dropped, and Allison will attack Chelsea Hamilton with a knife, while Catherine Kat Richardson and Jacob Hawthorne get into a car accident. It's important to note that the daytime drama is airing reruns for the week of September 5th, which is why the promo for the following week is being outlined. The video opens with Vanessa McBride and Joey Armstrong making out at the casino, and as Joey rips off Vanessa's clothes, Doug McBride walks through the door. In a voiceover, Joey states, he has no issues lying to Doug if it'll bring Vanessa back to him where she belongs. As the scenes shift, Nicole Richardson is shown next, asking Ted Richardson if he needs applause. As she starts sarcastically clapping, she walks away, looking visibly upset. Fans know that during the Friday, August 29th episode, Ted tried to fix the Leslie Tomas problem. The woman wanted to buy the mansion across the street from Vernon Dupree and Anita Dupree, so Ted offered up his house. Unfortunately, the move may make Nicole far more upset with him than before. As the BTG video progresses, Eva Thomas is having a serious chat with Leslie in their apartment. Leslie is emotional as she starts talking, and then breaks down in tears, saying, "I'm not some low-class junk, I am somebody." Eva brings her mom in for a hug. Will the soap start to show a softer side to Leslie? As the Beyond the Gates preview continues, Vernon, Anita, Bill Hamilton, Haley Hamilton, Naomi Hawthorne, and Dany Dupree are all in the Dupree family mansion, hovering as Anita is having a video chat on her phone with Kat. The young woman tells Anita that, "I'll text you the address," as the Dupree matriarch replies, "Yes, please!" Right after this, Kat screams, "Jacob, look out for that truck!" Will Kat and Jacob get into a collision as they are trying to save Chelsea Hamilton? Lastly, as the video closes, Allison is shown holding a knife, trying to stab Chelsea in the cabin, as Chelsea is struggling to keep her away. Chelsea screams, "Crazy ass bitch! I've had it with you!" just as the video ends. Beyond the Gates spoilers suggest things will get worse for Chelsea before they get better, as she's clearly in a fatal situation right now, dealing with this unhinged stalker of hers. The wedding vows exchanged, Allison breaks out rings to slip on her new wife's finger. As for Chelsea, she does everything in her power to avoid sharing a post-ceremony kiss with the loon, but eventually gives her a peck. Allison mentions an old man who she outlived, which definitely sounds alarm bells for me, if not necessarily Chelsea. Allison breaks out a cake she claims to have baked herself. Yeah, right. While Jacob is reading the loon's journals and finds a major clue regarding a property she inherited from her grandmother. As Kat, Jacob, and Madison rush to the cabin, Chelsea's rejection pushes an already cray-cray Allison over the edge. Uttering the line every obsessed psycho eventually uses, Allison declares, "If I can't have you, nobody will," as she lunges toward the model with a knife. Leslie's understandably shook when Ted comes knocking on her door. He's there to talk her out of buying the house she's got her eye on. You know, the one across the street from Anita and Vernon's place? At Eva's request. But absolutely nobody, me included, could have predicted that he'd suggest Leslie move into his place. It takes a bit, but Ted eventually makes it clear that he's not suggesting they live together. Instead, he's offering it to give her his house so that Nicole won't get it in the divorce. She's rightly skeptical, but he claims to be grateful for having brought Eva into his life, even saying he might move in after the divorce is finalized. "I can't live alone in that hotel forever," he quips. "I'm not Dylan from 902. She fears he's just leading her on, but Ted insists that he's ready to sign, seal, and deliver the deed to the house immediately. Never one to sit on an opportunity to hurt Nicole, Leslie dashes on over to tell Ted's ex to pack her things, because there's a new woman moving in. Her! Eva swings by Bill's office to see Tomas, who is keeping things running while the boss deals with his daughter's kidnapping. She suggests he should go be by Kat's side during this traumatic period, and he promises to help her deal with Leslie. Martin catches up with his mom, telling Nicole he and Smitty are getting closer to reuniting. Any hope he had that his parents would follow suit are dashed when Nicole reveals she's filed for divorce. Next week, Beyond the Skates will re-air the episodes in which Leslie blew up Ted and Nicole's marriage. As the episode began, Naomi interrupted Dany's pity party to announce that they might have just gotten the break that they needed to find Chelsea. At the same time, Jacob was telling Kat the very same thing, and not a moment too soon either. Having gone even further off the deep end, Allison was starting the day by informing the object of her obsession that they'd soon be bound together forever. All Chelsea had to do was marry her. To prove she was serious about her insane proposal, Allison had even donned a wedding dress. When Chelsea pointed out that Allison was already married, the psycho disclosed that her husband had just been an escort. She also suggested that if Madison was an obstacle to their happiness, she could make her rival disappear. This is all just happening so fast," Chelsea said. Allison was willing to give her time, but not much. They'd be tying the knot that very day. As luck would have it, Allison could marry Chelsea herself. She'd gotten ordained online. What about witnesses? "God will be our witness," said the nut. That's all that matters. When Chelsea didn't exactly jump for joy, Allison forced a yes out of her with a slasher movie knife. Though Jacob objected to Kat tagging along as he searched the address to which Allison was having her online purchases delivered, he finally caved. If Chelsea was traumatized, Kat could give her the support that she'd need. Cut to Kat making Jacob regret letting her serve as backup when she revealed that, oops, she'd pocketed Allison's storage unit key and thereby tampered with the chain of evidence. While Jacob along with were questioning his choice of Kat as a sidekick, and Madison was tearfully sharing her dream of marrying Chelsea with Shanice, Allison was beginning the wedding ceremony from hell. "I will be by your side every minute of every day," she threatened. Vowed. At the country club, Ted and Andre's talk was interrupted by Leslie and Eva's arrival to meet with Vanessa. Our wiggy villainess was busy dreaming up renovations to irritate the Duprees when her realtor explained that she might not be able to move in for 3 months. The sellers wanted time to find themselves a new home. When Vanessa and Eva floated the idea that Leslie consider moving to another community, she grinned that Fairmont Crest had something no other place did. Eyeing Ted, she said, "Him." Across the room, Andre took back his advice that his uncle should pursue Nicole at any costs and shared that he was hoping to again become friends with benefits with Dany. In other developments, Nicole was chagrined to learn that Ted was trying to delay their divorce with an audit, launched by his lawyer, Bill. Wriggling in the hot seat, the attorney explained that Ted was only taking this drastic action because he hoped that in time, he could win back Nicole. At the hospital, Ashley promised Madison that she'd ensure that Derek didn't overdo his efforts to recover in record time. But even she acknowledged that the stubborn patient only really listened to Shanice. Alone with Ashley, Derek confessed that he was terrified of losing his purpose in life. After Vanessa stopped by the Duprees to inform them that she'd put off Leslie's move-in for a few months, Dany tasked Bill with finding a way to keep her out of Fairmont Crest for good. His solution? Threaten her. Eva had a different idea, to see if Ted could sway Leslie, and thereby score himself a few points with Nicole. When Andre came knocking at Dupree Manor, he assured Dany that he wouldn't let her go through the Chelsea ordeal alone. Mind you, she was more in the mood for ranting about Miss Nutjob than receiving any more support than an embrace while she sobbed. Beyond the Gates, Eva and Leslie have come a long way since daytime's hottest soap made its debut in February. Not only does the former now have a relationship with her father, but the latter has been revealed to be the daughter of the late articulate Barbara. And thanks to Anita, her worst enemy is filthy rich to boot. Though Eva is only too happy to relocate to Easy Street, her natural tendency now and always will be to keep her pot-stirring mother in check. Eva started out being just as conniving as Mommy Dearest. But since learning that Ted was unaware of her existence and getting to know the Duprees, she's softened and even begun trying to act as the angel on Leslie's shoulder. Nonetheless, Amber Michelle, who plays Eva, tells Soaps, calm, that there's always going to be some part of her mom about her, even if she is different, and she knows that her mom's ways are not always the best. There's some rubbing off on Eva, inevitably. If Michelle had her druthers, Eva might actually rip a few more pages from her mother's Delulu playbook. "I actually want Eva to be a little bit spicier," she admits. "But that could just be me wanting to play spicier. Eva is really just a good person at heart. Maybe she'll use her powers for good. We'll pray for her." Here are your Beyond the Gates spoilers for week after next. Here's a look ahead at the episodes we'll see from Monday, September 8th to Friday, September 12th, 2025. After Joey chats with Vanessa at Uptown, it would appear that he's right, and Vanessa can't stay away from him or the danger and thrill that he represents. In the back room at the casino, where Joey and Vanessa have had many a steamy encounter, Joey and Vanessa are hot and heavy again, kissing and removing each other's clothes in a frantic attempt to make love. Joey tells Vanessa, "I have no problem lying to Doug if it means bringing you back to me, where you belong." Just as they are about to proceed, Doug walks in and sees the whole scene. His wife is lost in wanton lust with the man he detests. Joey just looks at him with distaste as Vanessa is kissing his neck. If that won't strengthen Doug's resolve to remove Joey one way or the other, nothing will. Ted thought that after talking to Eva, he could try to talk Leslie out of moving into the house across the street, or at least give up her vendetta. This was in the hope that Nicole would see this effort and reconsider the divorce, or at least spark conversations that were amicable. Nope. Ted stands before Nicole, and she says, "You want applause? Here you go," clapping her hands at him. She then walks away, leaving the man wishing he could be anywhere but where he is. A heart-wrenching scene in Eva's hotel room plays out, with mother and daughter sitting on the bed holding hands as Leslie starts to sob. "I'm not some low-class junk. I'm somebody. I'm somebody." Leslie then collapses in her daughter's arms, distraught. Love her or hate her, or love to hate her, Leslie's life has not been an easy one. And these tears are not crocodile tears. Eva knows her mom is responsible for some pretty awful things, but she cannot turn her back on her as she only has one mother. Knowing how her mom feels about not having her own mother, Eva is sympathetic to her. All eyes are on Anita's cell phone as she has the video call open with Kat, and Madison in Jacob's car as he drives. Kat tells everyone gathered there that she will text them the address of where they are headed, presumably to Chelsea's rescue. Anita pleads with her to do so just as Kat exclaims, "Jacob, look out for that truck." All we see are the horrified faces of Haley, Dany, Bill, Anita, Vernon, and Naomi. Will the three be able to relay the address and get help to Chelsea and themselves? In a desperate scene, Allison and Chelsea are seen grappling. Allison has a large kitchen knife and is attempting to cut Chelsea. Chelsea tells Allison that she is a crazy-ass bitch and she has had it with her. The two fight and the knife lunges low. Is Chelsea hurt? Or was it Allison? Stay tuned, soap fans, so much drama in the upcoming week. But look out for the week of September 1st to the 5th, as we revisit the week of Ted and Nicole's anniversary party that Leslie crashes and the fall that crashes around Fairmont Crest in the wake of the revelations that ensue. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Friday, August 29th. Note that Ted Richardson might be dubbed the new fixer in Fairmont Crest, while Allison continues to spiral and Eva Thomas leans on Tomas Navarro. During the Thursday, August 28th episode, Eva desperately tried to get through to Leslie Thomas about not buying a mansion in Fairmont Crest. She's also worried about her mom, blowing through her inheritance. Could Eva seek a shoulder to cry on from Tomas during the August 29th show? These two continue to get closer, as Tomas and his girlfriend, Catherine "Cat" Richardson, grow apart. Speaking of Leslie and her house purchase, Eva also asked Ted for some help in convincing her mom against buying the mansion. The Duprees, including Nicole Richardson, are reeling over the disappearance of Chelsea Hamilton, so Leslie taunting them from across the road is the last thing they need. Ted's been desperate to delay his divorce from Nicole, so when Eva approached him for assistance, he was quick to realize he may win some favor with Nicole if he's able to nip Leslie's mansion plan in the bud. BTG spoilers imply that Ted will propose something to Leslie, so can he convince her to nix her plans to move beyond the gates? And if so, what will he promise her in return for doing so? Move over, Bill Hamilton. And Nicole, there may be a new fixer in town if Ted's scheme succeeds. Speaking of Chelsea, Allison will make an insane demand on her during the August 29th episode. Allison's actions this week show a very mentally unstable woman. So what more can she do to cross the line? Beyond the Gates, spoilers suggest that Jacob Hawthorne and Kat are very close to finding Chelsea. So here's hoping they can locate that cabin before it's too late. Beyond the Gates, spoilers for Friday Snow at August 29th suggest some major drama as the weekend hits. Chelsea Hamilton's kidnapper, Allison, will have some demands, while Ted Richardson is about to make a proposal. Plus, Thomas Navarro will help Eva Thomas. Learn more about what's set to unravel on the CBS soap below. Beyond the Gates, spoilers for Friday August 29th state that Allison will make an insane demand. She's been pretty cray-cray so far, and obviously kidnapping Chelsea in the first place shows how unhinged she is. However, considering how far she's crossed the line this week, what will she do next? Here's hoping Jacob Hawthorne can find Chelsea soon. In related news, Nicole Richardson will share something that may trigger Martin Richardson. Does it involve Chelsea? Martin went out on a limb and struck a deal with Joey Armstrong to get information about Allison to save his cousin. Will this all backfire on him? Across town, Ted is about to present a proposal to Leslie Thomas. What could this be about? Surely, he isn't about to propose to his ex-mistress, right? Then again, maybe he's hoping he can do something to ensure she backs off the Duprees during this time, as Leslie has become a nuisance during the family's trying time of attempting to locate Chelsea and bring her back home. Finally, Beyond the Gates. Spoilers for Friday reveal that Eva will need some assistance, and Tomas will be by her side. This is very interesting, since Catherine "Kat" Richardson is reeling with her BFF and cousin going missing. Will Eva need legal help? She's bound and determined to help her mom with the inheritance she just got, and Eva may hope that Tomas can think of a legal way she can stop her mom from getting all that money at once. After all, if she does, Leslie's bound to spend it all in one shot. Next week is Labor Day, so CBS is giving the newest daytime drama on the block a week-long hiatus. This isn't the first time Beyond the Gates has received a 5-day rest. CBS preempted the soap during the week of June 30th, July 4th, and re-aired the very first 5 episodes of the series that originally debuted in February 2025. Fans rewatched Bill and Haley's dramatic wedding, which came complete with gunfire, thanks to Dany Dupree's wedding day meltdown. During the week of September 5th, fans will get the chance to relive the soap's second major event, Nicole and Ted's anniversary party. Leslie Thomas, the woman of many alter egos, crashed the shindig and basically destroyed the marriage of the couple that was the envy of everybody who knew them. In front of all the partygoers, Leslie revealed her long-ago affair with Ted and announced that they had a daughter, Eva, who had infiltrated Nicole's psychiatric practice as her temp assistant. If you recall, back then, Ted was played by fan favorite Maurice Johnson. The switch to Keith D. Robinson wouldn't happen for another couple of weeks, so this is another chance to see Johnson in action. Look for new episodes of BTG to return on Monday, September 8th. Monday, September 1st, episode number 045. The Duprees kick off Ted and Nicole's anniversary party. Eva tries one last time to keep her mother in check. Kat inches closer to unearthing the conspiracy that threatens to shatter the family's big night. Tuesday, September 2nd, episode number 046, Ted and Nicole's anniversary party, is a night the family won't soon forget. Ashley and Derek juggle the messy realities of moving in together. Meanwhile, Bill braces for his part in Ted's deception to come to light. The Beyond the Gates spoilers for Friday, August 29th, 2025, tease tensions and high drama. We found out Allison is holding Chelsea hostage. Now, she has another insane request that'll have us scratching our heads. Unsurprisingly, we found out that Chelsea's ex, Allison, is the one who kidnapped her. BTG fans already had an idea since she became obsessed and possessive over her. Allison wants to move Chelsea away from the scene of the crime before someone finds them. On Friday's episode, she'll make a wild request that will have us screaming at the television. Wait until you see what Allison is going to get Chelsea to do next. Meanwhile, Leslie will receive an intriguing proposal from Ted. Is this the unexpected duo that's about to walk down the aisle? Now, this would be a twist that no one expected. However, Ted might not be in a hurry to marry again so soon after his divorce. Whatever Ted has on his mind, it'll surprise Leslie. Tomas will offer to help Eva. It sounds like these two are growing closer together. What are your thoughts on Tomas and Eva? Who do you like him with the most, Eva or Kat? Let us know in the comments section. Nicole will have an upsetting update for her son. Martin has already been through enough in the past few months alone. How much more bad news does this man need? Whatever it is, he's not going to like the news that his mom shares with him. BTG spoiler alert. Here are your Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of Monday, September 1st to Friday, September 5th, 2025. Be sure to tune in to CBS every weekday to see how everything plays out in Fairmont Crest. Monday, September 1st, episode number 045. This episode is an encore presentation. New episodes return September 8th. The Duprees kick off Ted and Nicole's anniversary party. Eva tries one last time to keep her mother in check. Kat inches closer to unearthing the conspiracy that threatens to shatter the family's big night, Tuesday, September 2nd, episode number 046. This episode is an encore presentation. New episodes return September 8th. Ted and Nicole's anniversary party is a night the family won't soon forget. Ashley and Derek juggle the messy realities of moving in together. Meanwhile, Bill braces for his part in Ted's deception to come to light. Wednesday, September 3rd, episode number 047. This episode is an encore presentation. New episodes return September 8th. Leslie's explosive revelations push the Duprees and Richardsons to their breaking points, sending the whole family scrambling to pick up the pieces. Thursday, September 4th, episode number 048. This episode is an encore presentation. New episodes return September 8th. Nicole struggles with the fallout of Ted's decades-old betrayal. Bill's covert role in burying Ted's secret resurfaces, forcing each member of the Dupree and Hamilton families to reevaluate their loyalties, question old bonds, and wonder if anything in their world remains secure. This episode is an encore presentation. New episodes return September 8th. The Duprees scramble to steady the ship in the wake of Ted's betrayal. Eva struggles to make amends. Kat witnesses an intimate moment that could change her life. DVR. Alert! The airing of Beyond the Gates will be disrupted from Monday, September 1st to Friday, September 5th, this coming week. Although no reasons have been given at this stage as to why the reruns are screening, the show will return. New episodes of the soap will return on Monday, September 8th. It's not often that viewers of soap operas get a repeat, but this week is an exception. If you are worried you're going to miss out on Beyond the Gates, we feel ya. However, don't worry, the show will resume on Monday, 8th September, where it left off on Friday, 29th of August. Until then, be on the lookout for significant fallout from the fireworks at Nicole's and Ted's anniversary party when Leslie lit off a series of explosive revelations. What her reveals will do to the Richardson and Dupree families has yet to be seen, twice, LOL. Relive the drama and all the soapiness as one of the biggest revelations rocks Fairmont Crest. Beyond the Gates can be viewed weekdays on CBS and streamed live and on demand on Paramount Plus when it returns to its regular scheduling on Monday, September 8th. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Sept 1 Chapter 5, 2025. See Dr. Ted Richardson tempting Dana Leslie Tomas with a big offer and lots more action. As we do on Early Edition Day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week, and then we dive into spoilers for next week. On Thursday, August 28th, we are going to pick back up with Jacob Hawthorne and Catherine "Kat" Richardson getting a big lead. The Hardy Boy detective and Fancy Drew may have an address to Allison's creepy cabin in the woods. I'm only assuming that it's out there in the woods, because Chelsea Hamilton keeps shouting and nobody's coming. That comes thanks to Joey Armstrong, the gangster, which is thanks to Martin Richardson, who went over to the casino to see him and pledged an open-ended favor. Joey has helped do a lot of cleanup work for the Duprees, but as he said, he's tired of it being one-sided. He doesn't really need anything in particular right now, but having a congressman in your pocket for a future favor is a pretty good deal. Meanwhile, On Thursday, Derek Baldwin has a heart-to-heart with Ashley Morgan. She was just at the Dupree house to offer some support, and she told Andre Richardson that it's good that the two of them didn't get together because Dany Dupree needs Andre right now, and Derek needs Ashley right now. He is supposed to be leaving the hospital pretty soon in a wheelchair. He's going to need intensive physical therapy. It looks like Ashley is going to stick by his side. I'm still wondering if she's going to move him into her place so she can help take care of him. We all know men hate to be in a position where they're vulnerable and have to be taken care of, so lots more angst coming from Derek. Plus, there are wedding vows exchanged by an unlikely couple on Thursday. I think it's going to be Allison terrorizing Chelsea into saying vows. This plot is so twisted. I mean, how often, if ever, on a soap opera do we see what we're seeing now? Yes, women stalk people, but usually it's men. Allison is back, bunny boiling crazy, obsessed with Chelsea, tried to rape her, has her handcuffed. And I totally believe Allison is going to terrorize Chelsea into saying wedding vows. Maybe she scares her so badly that Chelsea agrees to marry her. Obviously, it won't be legal or anything, but just to keep her from hurting her. We've also got on Thursday, Vanessa McBride, bringing some information to the Dupree family. I think it's an update on Leslie. Bill Hamilton carried her out of the Dupree mansion after she brought her not-so-sympathetic cactus there. Leslie is telling Ted, Vanessa, and Eva Tomas this week that she needs to stake her claim on Fairmont Crest ASAP. The Duprees do not need Leslie's drama right now, though, but they're going to get it whether they want it or not. I'm sure they won't be happy to hear anything from Vanessa about her. On Friday, August 29th, we've got Ted making an offer to Leslie that's very tempting. What we know is she's got this pile of money from the trust that Anita Dupree set up for her mom, Barbara. But Leslie isn't going to be able to bully her way into being accepted in Fairmont Crest Society. I do think Ted might offer to smooth the way. He doesn't want her there, but she is there. If Leslie can be taught to take it down about 20 notches, it's going to make life better on the Duprees, on Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson, on Eva, and on Ted himself. I feel like that might be the kind of proposition he might make to be her high society tutor, something like that. We've also got Tom Navarro offering Eva some help. Their unlikely friendship continues. I just feel like Tomas and Eva are a much better pairing than Kat and Tomas. Although it would be pretty funny if Tomas wound up in Eva's bed, and she also went, kind of a dud. Nicole upsets Martin with an update, and I'm assuming it's about Chelsea. I wonder if that address he got from Joey is going to wind up to be a dead end. That would be devastating, because that was the only lead they really had. Plus, kidnapper Allison makes yet another bizarre demand of Chelsea. This girl is cray-cray. She's gorgeous, though. She has those big anime eyes. I do think that Chelsea should be able to kick her ass, though, because Allison looks like she weighs, dripping wet, maybe 80 pounds. And Chelsea's taller, and has those self-defense skills, so I feel like she just needs to throw her through the window or something. Now let's talk about the week of September 1st through the 5th. Monday, September 1st is Labor Day. I'm kind of expecting a rerun because Beyond the Gates still tends to skip episodes whenever there's a holiday. They don't have a big backlog of episodes yet, and I think that they're taking opportunities to do encore episodes where they can. So, that's what I'm expecting. It'd be nice if it was new. We'll know more when the official weekly full roster of spoilers comes out later this week. Leslie continues to take joy in the Dupree's latest family crisis next week, while she is determined to force her way into the inner circle of Fairmont Crest High Society. I don't think Leslie has ever been in a situation where she couldn't bull in a china shop her way through it. But let's be real, when Haley Lawson tried to push her way into Fairmont Crest, she got slapped and snubbed and cold-shouldered. So I think Leslie should be expecting similar treatment, although she will be much more vocal about it than Haley. But if she's too vocal, she'll just be banned from the club. Ted and Eva are increasingly worried about Leslie's ongoing antics rebounding back onto them. So, they're going to do everything they can to tamp down her insanity. But that seems like a lost cause. Kat may apply pressure to Jacob to continue to dig up info to arrest Leslie. But I do think Anita is going to say that Kat's got to back off of that. Just like she told everybody else. Just leave it alone. The money is hers. We just have to deal with this. She feels like it's her penance for the Barbara stuff. Allison's totally unhinged, and things could go badly when the cavalry rides in to rescue Chelsea, because obviously they are going to find her. Hopefully, Allison is arrested and tossed into a mental health facility, but she might be so crazy that Chelsea or the police have to take her down. Martin is feeling antsy, as is Bradley Smitty Smith, about this open-ended favor that Martin had to promise Joey to get the lead to try and save Chelsea. I wonder how long Joey's going to put up with Vanessa tapping the brakes on their fling before he pushes to have her back in his bed. Not that they've ever actually made it to a bed. It's usually a desk or a poker table or the bar. Tomas continues his friendship with Eva, but I wonder how long until Kat gives up and cuts him loose because she thinks Tomas is a dud in the sack and wants to try her luck with a new man.